Joey Jeffers writes, why didn't Mel Gibson play Max in Mad Max Fury Road?
Because the role was not for a 60-year-old Mad Max. It's that simple. It comes down to one thing we say all the time. The actors are there to serve the characters. The characters are not there to serve the actors. This movie called for Mad Max to be of a certain age and whatever, and Mel Gibson wasn't it. I mean, I'm sure there are a million reasons why Mel Gibson was not Mad Max in this particular Mad Max film, but all those are irrelevant because it didn't call for a 60-year-old Mad Max. I don't know. You saw it last night, actually. You just saw it for the first time last night. Why wasn't Mel Gibson Mad Max?
I think timeline. I think because from this movie takes place in between Road Warrior and before Thunderdome. And that doesn't call for a 60-year-old Mad Max, like you said. Now, I don't know if there were conversations between George Miller and Mel Gibson to talk about. I know there's been rumors that
for years that he might pop up as a cameo.
There is, and there's also rumors now that, and I don't know how viable these things really are, that you might see another Mad Max with an older Mad Max, and Mel Gibson then would fit the role. But like you said, it just depends on the story. You also have to remember that George Miller's 70 years old. So it depends on what stories he wants to tell. If there is going to be another Mad Max, I certainly hope there's going to be another one, as I'm sure the majority of people out there are going to want to see another one. So whether or not Mel Gibson fits into all of that, I don't know. Tom Hardy might now be Mad Max. We don't know.
The really cool thing, though, is at the end credits scene when you see Apocalypse come out of the sand and they're crossing over the cinematic universes. That gets everybody. Now, a little bit of a spoiler, so just be careful. All right,
I don't know if you guys have paid attention to the news in the last decade, but Mel Gibson, he ain't the hottest property. Okay, he ain't the guy that he used to be. He's a little controversial, and I think it would have been the wrong play, even if they were doing a Mad Max film that didn't necessarily take place in between Road Warrior and Thunderdome, to put Mel Gibson in there right now. I think Mel Gibson personally, I just think he's still got some zip on the fastball. We saw that in Expendables 3, but he's not the guy that you open a movie with, especially a big-time summer movie, when you're trying to reinvigorate a franchise. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. Love Lethal Weapon, love the original Mad Maxes. Tom Hardy was the right choice for this. Regardless of timeline, he was the guy that should be playing Mad Max now.